Hello and welcome to the first round of the playoffs. So this is going to be called Wildcard Week, which if you're not familiar with that terminology is often when we have buys associated with the playoffs. So just take a look at the playoff bracket here, where we're going to have the 4 seed and 6 seed face off, and the winner of that one will face the 1 seed. They get a bye week because they get to skip that week. They don't have to do any playoffs. So just so you guys know, Saint Snow and Guilty Kiss are in the playoffs. They just don't have to fight the first round because they did well enough in the regular season, so they get rewarded for their good play. So AZUNA and Azalea will face off, and the winner of that will go and fight Guilty Kiss. So then in the semifinals, which I plan to do probably next week, we're going to have Saint Snow versus one of those two teams and Guilty Kiss versus one of those teams, and whoever wins out of those will be in the finals. The Wildcard Week will have 3 battles, the best of 3, so the first team to get 2 wins will move on. So there could be 2 battles, there could be 3 battles. So we'll have to see, depending on the play, who gets to continue on. But that's all for the Wildcard Weekend for explanation for the playoffs. Next time we'll have 5 battles in the semifinals. So let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see who gets to move on and who gets eliminated. Welcome to the first battle of the Wildcard Week. So in case you do not remember what Wildcard round is, it's the first round of the playoffs where the 4 seed and the 6 seed will face off, and the 3 seed and the 5 seed will face off. So the first battle we're going to have here is the 3 and 5 seed. So the 3 seed belongs to AZUNA, and they're going to be facing the 6 seed Azalea. The way the wildcard round, once again, goes by the best of 3. So whoever claims the first to get 2 wins will go ahead and move to the semifinals, which they'll either face Saint Snow or Guilty Kiss. The winner of this one will face Guilty Kiss in the semifinal round. There could be up to 3 rounds here, but we'll have to see depending on how the first 2 matches go. So far we have AZUNA, who has been a little bit better than Azalea, who kind of just had to sneak into the playoffs. But we'll have to see. AZUNA had the 6-4 record versus Azalea's 5-5, so they're not miles apart here. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first battle here and see who will be claiming the first round. All 3 battles will be performed in this video, so don't worry, you don't have to wait. And then following that, we'll move on to the second wild card. Here we in Donkey Kong stage, here with Sticker Brush Symphony, I believe. And we have to be careful as a lot of the brawlers tend to get stuck to the left of the stage and die, and that's not a brawler, but that's Hanamaru, and she's the first to die in the playoffs period here, as the first kill gets credit to Ayumu here. But again, the brawlers don't have quite the recovery, so if they get launched this side, that puts them in a lot of trouble here. So Azalea is in deep trouble already here in this first round here. Of course, it's not over if they lose this first round, but they have to win the next round if they want to stay alive here. But they are down 2 lives here with Hanamaru and Kanan down 1 each. And so far, AZUNA, who honestly didn't play so well in their tiebreaker, are doing pretty well. Or, no wait, no, AZUNA played well. BiBi played poorly in their tiebreaker, so AZUNA is still playing pretty hot here, as all 3 members have still not lost a life here. Shizuku was pushed off into the water, but she's a sword user, so she has a bit more recovery than the brawler, so she can make it back on stage without too much trouble here. That is still holding on to her original life here. There is Shizuku, who looks like she's trying to slowly make back to stage, and from most of my experience, they've been able to do it relatively successfully. But I don't know, she seems to be so close, but not quite. And there goes Setsuna, and Shizuku is wasting time here as she's making her team fight a 2v3 here, and Shizuku's not really making any progress getting back on stage here, so we'll have to see how this bodes for her in the future. I have seen sword users recover from that position though. There we go. Shizuku finally recovers here, giving Azalea a bit of time to work on her 2 teammates, and they finally finish off 2 lives there, bringing it back to an even life differential here of 0, but that is gonna die very soon here. Well, I guess lucky for Shizuku, she technically didn't die, but I don't know if that life was, saving that life was worth it, if it meant the other 2 teammates got a lot more punished and killed for having a lack of a teammate there. We have Hanamaru with really high percentage here, and no one is actually have... Alright, never mind. I was about to say everyone had a score differential of 0. And now we're back to that. Or actually, no. Setsuna has a 0 here. So now we currently have Dai, who just died. And then Kanan, who's still holding on to 2 lives here. And Hanamaru on the final life. So far, Azalea is 1 life behind at the moment here. Yeah, a series of hits there, but nothing too big on Azalea at that moment there. Ooh, and a big hit for Hanamaru on 2 of AZUNA's members. Starting to rack up the damage on AZUNA, as Azalea's definitely looking to close the gap here. And doing a relatively good job on that. And there goes Kanan. Now, Azalea's down 2 lives here. They still got a bit of work to do here. And a big hit by on Hanamaru there. And a massive hit on Ayumu, but she still lives. And we got Hanamaru still launched, but she still lives. Not a big hit on her. And Hanamaru goes down, so Dai is going to donate her life, as Azalea is now down to their final 3 lives versus 6 lives here, as Azalea is definitely not getting any closer anymore. And they managed to finish Ayumu there, making it 3 on 5 lives here. And a big hit to Hanamaru. We have to see if Azalea's going to be able to spawn, as they need to finish off these 3. Get 2 more lives here if they want to stay in it. They need to finish off Shizuku and Setsuna right after that, as they are really building up percentages in their final lives here. And there goes Shizuku. Now, AZUNA only has 1 extra life here, but just the damage percentage differentials is just so significant. So, looks like it's pretty bad for Azalea right here, and they need just some kind of miracle here if they want to finish off this game with a victory. As all Azalea is now at our high percentages here. And they finally finish off Setsuna here. Now everyone's down to their final lives. No lives are allowed to be donated anymore, so there's none to spare. And there goes Dai as she gets finished off. Now it's just a 1 on 3 here, as Hanamaru is the last to stand for Azalea here, as she needs to fight a 3v1 with no one reasonably close to getting killed here. So it looks like AZUNA shall take the first battle here, and we'll move on to the second round. And there we go. That finishes off Hanamaru. So AZUNA takes the first round, and Azalea is down 0-1 here. Of course, there's still at least minimum 1 more match. With a victory in the next match, AZUNA will get to move on. So this is a do or die situation for Azalea here. We had a pretty good performance by Shizuku here. The only major noticeable performance, and I guess Dai is not as in the opposite end with a slightly not so good performance, as well as Hanamaru as well. But overall, not extremely favored in AZUNA's favor here. There was still a definite fight here, but Azalea definitely needs to pick it up if they want to stay alive here. Alright, so let's just jump straight in here and go into the next battle. So let's take a look at round 2. Will Azalea make a comeback here? They need to win the next 2 if they want to move on and fight Guilty Kiss here. So I guess we're in a kind of a final destination variant stage here, if I remember correctly. So there's no water below to have to worry about. So we're starting to see kind of slightly in Azalea's favor here. Yeah, just slightly, but very insignificant at the moment here. Got a nice dive from Kanan, who is going to be targeted by 2 of their opponents, but she's still not getting targeted by the 3rd anyway, so still got some flying. This Kanan definitely has the lead in overall damage percentage here. But everyone's just pretty equal here. But the first to die is Kanan, which puts Azalea a little bit high, but slowly after it is Ayumu. So with Ayumu taking taking a lost life there, we're back to a no life differential. And there goes Shizuku. So now Azalea actually has a lead here in terms of lives, which they weren't able to get that at any point in the last match, if I'm not mistaken. So Azalea is definitely looking to take it here, and Ayumu dying again here, now giving Azalea a big chance here. Just opened up the door as she was not able to recover. So we have a lot of ledge guarding there for a while there, as they're just constantly just recovering, trying to get back up on stage. We have all of Azalea at really high percentages here. On top of that, we also have Setsuna, and there goes Ayumu again, doing something silly here and getting herself killed, putting AZUNA in a horrible spot here, now as she needed to steal life here. Azalea is down to 5 lives here versus, I guess, still 5 lives for AZUNA, but they do have Setsuna who's at a really high percentage here. And then there's Shizuku, who really tried to punish and kill by pushing, Kanan all the way to the edge here, but she was unable to do that successfully. Kanan was able to recover, and then we have now Setsuna who lost a life. So now we have just 4 lives versus 5 lives here, as Azalea still has a bit of a lead, as Ayumu's performance has been so abysmal that they can't do much. And there goes Ayumu again. Oh my goodness, she's pulling an Ayumu here, as she's gotten basically nothing here, to be honest. She hasn't gotten a kill, and she has a -4 on her score here. So she died 4 more than she has killed, and he's died 4 times, so that means she hasn't gotten a kill here. So if you want to look at anyone to blame, it's definitely going to be Ayumu here, as she, I guess, is the MVP for Azalea. I'm going to put it that way. So we're down to the final 3 lives on AZUNA here, while Azalea has 1 life to spare. Shizuku has had really high percentages here, and once she's gone, that will really sentence the end for AZUNA. And that will finish her off, as Dai gets the kill on her. Now we have a 3v2. Azalea has no lives to spare. If AZUNA wants to win here, they're going to have to finish off Hanamaru now. And Hanamaru is pretty high percentages here. Dai will quickly racked up a percentage here. And, you know, she died not that long ago. And AZUNA is definitely doing their best to make sure that they're making this still a game. As Ayumu is trying to rebound from her major mistakes. She did get a kill here. And then she did what she has done again and again, and failed to recover back on stage here. So not the stage for Ayumu, and actually Azalea does claim a victory here, evening the series to 1-1, making the next game an elimination game. So Dai had a pretty good performance, but who knows how many of those kills were on Ayumu. It's just Ayumu just really honestly through this game entirely, not giving AZUNA a chance to really stay in this, even though they still kind of did have a chance even with Ayumu's horrible performance. The rest of Azalea did okay, I guess. Nothing amazing here. So honestly, it's just, I guess, Dai took advantage of Ayumu's incompetence. But we'll have to see. It's 1 game left. All or nothing here. Alright. Pokemon just... Well, it's Pokemon, so Ayumu likes Pokemon, right? So that's definitely home field advantage or something like that. Let's see if Ayumu is able to rebound from her horrible performance from last time here. Early on, we got Hanamaru, who's taking quite a beating here. She's right at 81% here. And there goes Shizuku, who's now just taking a massive hit. Now taking, I guess, the percentage lead in a bad sense. And we got a reflection there. It was nice, but it was unfortunate they not able to reflect that into their opponents here. And we got Ayumu, and oh, thank goodness she recovered. I was worried we were going to see a lot of what we saw last time, where never mind. Ayumu is the first to die here, as she was not able to recover back on stage. She needs to be more careful about that. As I was saying, she needed to be more careful being on the stage, as she got toadstooled and was not able to recover. And there goes Hanamaru. So Ayumu clearly not understanding dying is not good. So Oh, oh no, that did not kill Hanamaru, but that was a pretty good chance for AZUNA to get a kill there. Hanamaru just is persistent on recovery, and Ayumu does not recover, as she is so intent on trying to make sure no one can get back on stage, and she can't even get back on stage herself here. Ayumu just once again just throwing the match really hard here, while Setsuna is being smart and staying on the stage most of the time here. So Hanamaru is on her final life here. Same with Shizuku, and Ayumu once again died. She could steal Setsuna's spare life here, and honestly, Ayumu just needs to learn to stay back on stage here. No, nope, she's trying again, and she died at 1%, and that should be the end for AZUNA, as I am not being the best leader here. And AZUNA's chance of getting deep in the playoffs single-handedly squashed by Ayumu's horrible 2 performances in a row here. So it looks like Azalea should move on with I guess an upset here, as now Shizuku is the last remaining survivor, and she has to take out 5 lives here. And she's trying, but you can only do so much here. And she's getting a decent amount of hits here, to be honest, but it only means so much. And there we go, Kanan gets the final kick on Shizuku and kicks them out of the playoffs. So congratulations to Azalea, as they get to move on to the semifinals, facing the seemingly almost invincible Guilty Kiss at times. We'll have to see how that goes. So unfortunate for AZUNA, as Ayumu once again pulled a 1-5 out, dying so fast, so many times here, just squandering the opportunity for AZUNA. She needs some practice, and probably stay on the stage more. But overall, pretty good performances by all of Azalea here, as they all got 3 kills here. And thanks to that, and well, I guess more thanks to Ayumu's interesting performance and strategy, they will move on to the next round. Welcome to the second set of the wild card round. So on the left we have BiBi, and on the right we have Kanan. So of course this is going to be the 4 and 6 seed. So DiverDiva barely made it into the playoffs with a 5-5 record, while BiBi got in with a 6-4 record here. So of course the story of BiBi is completely dependent on how well Nico does. If Nico does not do well, generally BiBi fails. For DiverDiva, they've been hot and cold. So of course DiverDiva is a 2-member subunit. So of course, to make this even, we're going to have an extra member here. So they're going to probably switch off in the next round. So we have 2 eyes instead of 2 Kanans. But we'll have to see how that goes for them. So I guess we're on the Legend of Zelda stage here, a classic stage from the original Smash Bros. If I'm not mistaken. So this is definitely a bit of a bigger stage here, so we are going to see a lot more high flying and people surviving with higher percentages here. Unless they all want to stay towards the right or left, which they have a tendency to like doing that and edge guard a lot. So early on, we have I at a really high percentage here with 84. And oh, looks like someone will recover, and that will be Ellie. And followed by one of the Kanans here. So we're back to even on lives pretty quick here, as now we have 2 lives already lost. We have the rest of DiverDiva racking high percentages, while Maki is moderate here at 61. She's been relatively successful dodging most damage, and she also got the kill so far here. Well, I is the one who got the kill for DiverDiva. And we have Kanan flying, but of course, this is definitely a larger stage, so she was not finished off by that attack. We have Nico building up into 116% here. Ooh, and a massive hit on Kanan and finishes her off. So Ellie manages to get the kill here to bring her back to a score of 0. We had Ayase flying, but that was not enough to finish her off there. Now she's getting to 150%. Maki and Nico are both at above 100% here. and a massive hit on Maki, but of course that was not enough. Definitely a bigger stage, so G was not going to be killed by attack like that. And there we go. We have I finally dying here. And now DiverDiva was down to 6 lives here, which is definitely a few less than BiBi, who only currently have lost 1 life each. But if Maki ends up dying as she used her side B trying to hit an opponents, and she was not able to recover since she just straight up missed and went over the ledge. So a big mistake by Maki as she just literally just killed herself there. But still they have a life lead here as Nico is still alive with 170% here. 1 big hit and she is toast. But I guess people are trying to stay alive in that little house there. So we have Ellie finally getting killed, and then we have Nico getting killed here. So now BiBi is down to 5 lives, 2 to 6 lives for DiverDiva here. But of course Kanan is at a really high percentage here. She's almost at 200 here. So definitely a big hit will still finish her off here. And there's the big hit as Maki is able to finish her off. Oh, and a nice hit there, and they managed to finish off one of the Kanans. Pretty sure that was Ellie who got it there. And now we have 4 lives for DiverDiva here. Now a lot of the are trying to fight in that little small house there still. And we end up getting getting fished off, and now we're down to 3 lives overall for DiverDiva, no lives to spare. While BiBi has 2 lives to spare in the event of someone getting killed here. And that definitely looks like Ellie won't be able to make it back on the ledge. Then now they're down to 1 spare life. Nico has no spare lives, but Maki has 1 to spare in the event that she gets killed. Key for DiverDiva is to finish off Nico and Maki right now to make sure they get an advantage in numbers. And there goes Nico, so Maki will likely donate life here. And Nico has not been performing well, but Maki has. Well, we'll have to see if Nico can take advantage of that extra life that she gets. BiBi needs to finish off some DiverDiva members, and they finish off both Kanans. And now I is in a horrible spot here. Now she needs to fight 3v1 here. If I want anything to happen here, she needs to finish off Maki now. And that's close, but not enough. And ooh, a nasty spike by Ellie, pushing I down to the abyss. So, BiBi takes the first round here, which was the same as for AZUNA. The better seed claimed the first game here. But there's always potential up to 2 more games here, so we have to see how that goes. So, unfortunately for Nico, she did not perform at all, which has generally been a key indicator for BiBi doing well. As Nico didn't even get a single kill here and went 0-2, but Maki stepping up, showing Nico how it's done in the playoffs with a 5-1. I was not that great, and Kanan's overall not that great either. Although one of them did well, but the other one not so much. And we had a pretty decent performance by Ellie here with 4-3. Well, we have to take a look in the second round to see how it fares for DiverDiva, as they are in a must-win situation now. Alright, they opted to switch one of the Kanans for an I. Why? I don't know. Random. Who knows? But, of course, we need big performances by the eyes if DiverDiva wants to stay alive in the playoff here. They have to win if they want to fight the Saint Snow, the #1 overall seed. And we got a little toadstool right there, which should finish off one of the eyes as she cannot recover. And there, oh my goodness, a few deaths here. So we got Maki and Ellie both losing life here, giving DiverDiva a little advantage here in lives. As with that, DiverDiva has some hope in this playoff. As now that they have a life advantage here, if they're able to capitalize on that, they can definitely get a victory here and move it to the final round. And there goes Nico. Now all of BiBi has lost a life here, as now that DiverDiva has a 2-life lead here. It's one the eyes already has gotten 2 kills and kind of doing pretty well with 1 kill here. And there goes I. So now both eyes are down to 2 lives, and Kanan still holding on to her original life here. She makes the recovery here. We have Ellie and Maki taking quite a beating here, as they both around 100% now. This match is also going a lot faster than the last one since it's a lot smaller. Like, oh no, Ellie will not recover from that as Ai just pushes her way off the stage. Now Ellie's down to her final life as one of the eyes just executed a great kill here. And there we have Maki going down. As now DiverDiva is really taking it to BiBi as they are showing out what they're truly made of in this match here. Oh, and there goes Kanan as she finally lost her first life. Now DiverDiva is to 6 lives versus the 4 lives of BiBi. And now Nico is going to be at really high percentages here. So with a few hits, she's going to be pretty toast. Now one of the eyes falls. Now we're down on a 5 life versus a 4 life situation here. Of course, Nico's is really high, so that could change to a 2 life differential pretty soon here. And there goes Ai, so now we're actually back on even lives here, as they managed to get a relatively early kill on one of the eyes. That was a 90, I think. So now they got Nico down, so now it's the final 3 lives for BiBi here. As BiBi's definitely been picking it up recently, and they do get a really nice kill on Kanan here. Well executed, bringing back to an even life differential as BiBi has been picking up. They're trying to rack up the damage percentages here and get back into an even game here. And there goes Nico though, so any chance of that comeback coming just looks like it'll fall a bit short here, as now they are just outnumbered. And just that early dominance by DiverDiva will be enough to secure the victory, as now Maki and Ellie are at really high percentages here, and fighting down one member is just going to probably be too much here. And then we got a big hit on Ellie, and there goes Maki right afterwards. So we will again need a game 3 as a big performance by DiverDiva keeps them alive in this playoffs. So unfortunately for BiBi, Maki did not pick up for this game. Kind of more expecting help from her rest of her teammates. And Nico actually got kills this time, but no one performed well enough on BiBi to make a difference, as they all went -1 overall. So for Ai, it's pretty interesting. We had one that got 5 kills and one got 0 kills. In terms of the average, I guess it's been pretty decent, 2.5 on average. But of course, Kanan did pretty well. So the middle member has just not been performing at all here. So I don't know who they're going to end up deciding here, but I guess they might go an Ai, because that's how they end up winning, by having 2 eyes. So I suppose that's what they will go with in their final round. Alright, so we are now in the final round of the wildcard round. Winner take all. And no, I'm not scripting this because I can't. It's just AIs. But we have to see who wins. This was this Castle Siege from Fire Emblem, or whatever they call this map. So whoever wins will move on and face the also seemingly invincible Saint Snow here. And looks like Maki will not be able to make the recovery here, as she got launched all the way to the side here. Kanan gets the credit for that kill. So now BiBi is a little bit behind here. But of course, they were able to make a kind of a decent coming back from the last match. Not enough, but definitely made quite a difference here. And Nico will not make that recovery here, as she should have definitely tried to make the recovery move a little earlier here. RP is a bit earlier. And ooh, Kanan just barely misses that ledge here. So now we have currently 3 lives lost in total here, 2 for BiBi and 1 for DiverDiva. Major hits for DiverDiva. And they gotta send all of BiBi flying with their uppies here. Ooh, and there we go. Ai gets finished off by a kick from Ellie, as Ellie has been having a decent game here, as she's already gotten 2 kills here and hasn't lost a life yet. We'll have to see how long that lasts. And Ai's do recover here, as they are looking to get toadstool, but not quite. Kanan doing pretty abysmal here, really on her final life here. Unless she got one kill though, but still, he's at a -1 here. Middle eye is also a -1, but the rightmost eye hasn't lost her first life yet. So far, looks like BiBi has the advantage at lives now, as they were not able to get kills here, and now they're finally back to even as they managed to finally finish off Ellie here. I get a nice few hits here, but wasn't able to finish off anyone, especially because we're at a really low percentage here. And there goes Kanan, as she used her up B for to harass the opponents, but she was not able to use it to get back on the stage here, so that really punished them. So now DiverDiva is down to their final 5 lives here. Correction, 4 lives here. Now DiverDiva is in a bad spot here. They managed to finish off Nico there, so now BiBi is down to 5 lives here. And nice. And they managed to finish off Ellie and Maki. So now BiBi is down to 3 lives here, as DiverDiva now has advantage in lives here. DiverDiva now has 4 lives versus 3 lives of BiBi, although BiBi's all low percentages here. If they manage to finish off one of DiverDiva, probably one of the middle eye, then they can definitely get back in this game pretty quick, especially if they mount a few good hits here. And they do finish off the eye, so a great kick by Ellie. So now we're back even on lives here, as no one has lives to spare. This is potentially their last life in the playoffs. And Nico gets a nice throw, but that should not be enough. Ooh, and a nasty spike by Ellie here to finish off Kanan. And now DiverDiva is behind. Now they have to fight a 2v3, as both eyes are the last survivors here. Let's see if any of the eyes can get any kills. They're not reasonably close here. And there goes Nico, and she finished off one of the eyes. And now it's the last life for Eye, as DiverDiva is holding on just barely, but will eventually lose here, as DiverDiva has no chance of moving on here at this point. Eye is just gonna die here. She makes recovery. And oh my goodness, Ellie with these spikes, so savage. And that will finish off DiverDiva, as BiBi will move on. So that, once again, we got a decent performance by Nico, which generally means a victory. Maki decided to take the back seat here, but Ellie was the true difference maker here, as she just got some nasty spikes. So many nasty spikes that just was able to get kills early on in the percentages for DiverDiva, which ended up ending DiverDiva's chance here. So congratulations to BiBi, now that they get to move on and fight Saint Snow. So we will have the semifinals from probably a week from now. I'll be doing just the first match, which will be Saint Snow versus BiBi. That'll be up to 5 rounds. And then after that, I'll have to do Guilty Kiss versus Azalea, who managed to get an upset here. And then the winners of those will go to the finals, which will have a best of 7. So we'll have to see who gets crowned the Love Live champs here. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this kind of videos. I finally got into the playoffs, which took definitely a while, but I enjoy it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Let me know who you guys think is going to win in the semi-final rounds. Do you think it's Saint Snow? Do you think BiBi's going to get that upset? Maybe it's going to be Guilty Kiss? Or Azalea's going to go on a kind of little Cinderella run here and get all the way to the finals? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in another video soon.